All right, here we have it, guys. It's the finals, and it's going to be the first match. We'll have to see if the KFC, they have to win 7... What? Oh, god damn it. Well, it will be known soon if this KFC can win 7 games in total. I think that's how many they actually have to win here.
Yeah, it is. But we do see a cheap shot onto Flubbah. They're going to be opening up hard onto him. No dance pop just yet. There is a big Frost Nova and the Ring of Frost thrown down. Flubbah looks like he might be stuck in that, but no. But both the DPS are. And now there's a kidney shot onto Braindeadly on his Trinket. He might just go down here. He's stuck in the Ring of Frost. 6% HP. Going to catch a heal. NS has to come out from Flubbah, but an awesome opener already from this RMP.
Dude, they're so smart. They just do damage into one target, Earth Shield gets put on them, and then they, you know, if he uses a cooldown like Mage or Swiftness or Spiritling, they hit the Shaman, and it puts him so far behind. Like, Braindeadly's at 60% right now, and Flubbah's at 79%. But, you know, Xandyn's taking a fair bit of damage. There's a Smoke Bomb onto Braindeadly at 45%, 29%, getting Mind Spiked even. He has some Readiness Deterrence, and there's also a Deep Freeze onto Flubbah right there. He throws a Riptide. Xandyn forced to block from all the counter pressure coming from this team. There was a Disarm onto Shawir right there, and Zunniyaki's doing a nice job picking up Xandyn. There's a Scatter Shot onto Xandyn, an evasion coming from Khuna, a Hex onto Xandyn. Really nice job by Flubbah, but look at the mana, man. Flubbah already down to about 45% mana, with Zunniyaki at, you know, 60%. Braindeadly caught in another full DR cheap shot, and full stun cheap shot, and he's going down to 39%. A Brace Sword coming from Shawir, a Feign Death from Braindeadly. He's at 32%, trying to kite away. There's a Spiritling coming down, and it looks like they might switch right back onto Flubbah right here, as they love to do as soon as a cooldown is used. Yeah, he gets that Earth Shield up.
So he does have that Earth Shield up. Last stand has been popped as well, but there's a full blind on Braindeadly. He can't peel whatsoever, and so much damage is coming down here onto Flubbah. He is at 40% HP, 30% HP. Mind Spikes are coming in. There's a Scatter Shot to peel onto Xandyn, followed up by that Silencing Shot. So nice shot by Braindeadly once he was out of that CC to deal with that, but Shawir is down to 30% HP. There's a full fear onto Flubbah. He has no tremor available, and the Warrior could definitely go down here, but at the same time, you know, Xandyn's taking some pressure, but there's redirect kidney over onto Flubbah. He's taking so much damage. He does not have that Earth Shield available. Ice Lances are coming in.
Yeah, Xandyn, you know, reapplying that Ice Barrier, even a Mage board, I guess he's not messing around. He doesn't want it to get one of his Ice Barriers shot off, I suppose, but Flubbah's taking a lot of damage, man. He's almost If they ride him, he won't be able to Water Shield. Kuna's still taking damage, though. He's at 30%. He has a Renew on himself. And then 9%, 19%. Cheating Death at 0%. Possibly going to go down 11%. Gets a nice little short heal right there. A Trinket from Shawir. He's going to try and tunnel into Khuna. Hopefully going to land a kill. But, you know, a nice Ring of Frost, Frost Nova.
Big kills have landed, though. Kuna's topped off, and here comes the Shadow Dance. They're doing so much damage to Shawir. He's into that kidney shot. 20% HP. There's... Oh, my God. He just... Oh, wow.
What the burst damage!
Mages.
Mages, man.
Mages.
Is such a thing even possible?
Yeah, that's real life. That's just happened.
It's really nice. It makes it a lot more fun for us as commentators when you guys are, you know, so positive and have such good spirits. It's really, really fun. So thank you so much. But you can see Flubbah already throwing down a grounding totem because, you know, he doesn't want that gigantic shatter off the bat. If he throws it down early, maybe he can get a second, but it's probably just going to get dispelled. And sure enough, here comes the damage, man. Cheap shot or kidney shot onto Flubbah.
There's a full trap on Zunniyaki, though. Nice throwdown onto Khuna. So they're breaking up this opener so well. Hex coming out as well. And I mean, Kuna's taking a lot of damage. There's a PI already having to be popped by Zunniyaki, trying to top his team back off. And already this team is doing a much better job. There's a full blind, though, on the Flubbah. Looks like he just wants to sit it. Are we going to be able to get an intervene to deny the sap? But I don't think so because so much damage is coming out on Shawir. He's going to have to pop that Enrage regen, and there's a full fear onto Flubbah out of that.
Doesn't he have a tremor? I'm curious as to why he didn't actually use it there. Maybe it's because it was a DR because of the blind, but there's a disarm onto Shawir. Xandyn took a lot of damage there. He did decide to ice block, but, you know, he had to dispel that hex that came out from Flubbah. And there's a polymorph onto Braindeadly. Braindeadly using his freedom. And now there's a lot of damage coming into Shawir now, man. He had a cheap shot into a kidney shot. Paints up is on Khuna because he knows it's going to take a lot of damage. There's a shield wall from Shawir. A charge right back onto Xandyn. Xandyn probably going to be taking a lot of damage now. He does blink away, but there's a heroic leap. He's charging. He's Rambo, and Cleave Hat's on. Going for it, man. Xandyn kiting away, spell stealing, maybe trying to get the Riptide, but then there's Braindeadly getting hit by Khuna. He gets in a cheap shot into a gouge. Now there's a beatdown onto Khuna. He's probably going to take a lot of damage right here, but a nice Frost Nova from Xandyn will prevent Braindeadly from actually connecting with Khuna.
There was the hex on Xandyn, though. He had to trinket it. Khuna pops that Shadow Dance, but he gets stunned right as he does it, so he's not getting much damage out, and he's going down so low, 10% HP. Is he going to cheat death here? It looks like he will. There's a scatter on a Zunniyaki. Actually, no cheat death came out of Khuna. He lived with like 2% HP. There is a full ring onto Flubbah, but he's out of that now. Shawir's taking so much damage, though. They may have to use a Link or an NS or something to get him top back off, but so far nothing has come out. We do see that scatter onto Zunniyaki. It was DR'd, though, so no trap will be able to land.
Yeah, that's rough. And here comes the Blade Storm from Shawir trying to get some spread pressure also. But, you know, Xandyn at 61%, he throws Flubbah into a deep freeze, and he's going to go for a poly. He actually line of sighted really nicely on that poly, but Khuna's still taking a lot of damage. He has to combat readiness, and I think they need to get some pressure going onto Shawir. There's a deep freeze onto Shawir. I believe that was a cold snap, and Shawir probably going to go down here, man. You know, he may have been pretty high on health, but he's taking so much damage. 42% on Xandyn, 42% on Shawir, and, you know, Zunniyaki even casting a death. He was probably actually trying to get the scatter shot, but Xandyn throwing out Fire Blast, getting those impact procs, and there's Flubbah just, you know, he's trying to fake cast and stuff.
He still has this NS available, though, and I think he's waiting too long because the smoke bomb has now gone down, and he's Nova. I'm not even sure if he's going to be able to get in there to get that NS off. He's just still not even going to use it. He's just going to be able to link instead, I guess, and top him off that way. But look at Khuna down to 10% HP, 4% HP, 3% HP, and he's going to go down. So it's all tied up 1-1, and that's the first game that they've actually taken off this RMP. So.
I know when we first started, I had to interrupt you. You were a little bit of a noob, but you're a fast learner. You're really getting it going, man. Nice job. But they actually got to the pillar before they get sapped or a gigantic opener. That's not something we see on Dalaran all the time. So there we go. Cheap shot onto Braindeadly. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. A fear on a Flubbah, and he's going to decide to sit it, actually, because his teammate isn't taking any damage. There was an Intim shout onto Xandyn, followed by a beatdown onto Khuna, which Khuna did end up trinketing, and now he's dancing onto Shawir. There's the smoke bomb. He still has Earth Shield on him, and he's into another kidney after that cheap shot. So Shawir is going to take a lot of damage. He has to pop and rage regen. Yeah,
there's the last stand as well. Flubbah, though, you know, they all have their trinkets. Nothing has been used, and Khuna has no trinket. Neither does Xandyn. We see the PI coming out of Zunniyaki. Flubbah is actually going to be rung here. He's defrozen into that ring. We see that Blade Storm coming out of Shawir, but I don't know. I can't believe Flubbah's sitting all this. It's pretty dangerous. If a second smoke bomb came down, he could have just died. But regardless, there's a short poly now. He's going to sit down as well. He is going to be able to go into a full blind. Now he trinkets. Shield wall has been used by Shawir, so he's holding his trinket so well. Just waiting for that blind, I guess. Intervene did come out, but that's not going to get it, unfortunately for them. We see Shawir still in a lot of pressure. He's going to actually choose to trick that cheap shot, just try to keep going hard on Khuna.
You know, Kuna's actually hemoing a lot this game. I'd assume he is hemo spec, and that will allow him to, you know, it prevents a lot of damage and he heals for a lot more since he's really the only viable kill target. You know, they have hit Xandyn a lot, but Khuna is the only person that has died, but, you know, Shawir's taking a lot of damage, man. He's down to 37%. He doesn't have shield wall. He doesn't have enraged regen, and Flubbah gets probably going to have to link here, and sure enough, he does drop that link. Xandyn under a little bit of fire. He blinks away. Maybe they can get some reverse pressure onto
there's
Flubbah
the scatter
right now.
trap onto Zunniyaki. He's actually going to sit it. There's the block coming out of Xandyn, so nothing coming out right now. He's actually going to drop the block to decurse his teammate out of that hex, and there's the Shadow Dance. They're going to pop it onto Shawir. Second bomb will come down. I think he might just go down here. He's into the DR'd kidney, but there's a Nova onto Flubbah. He's trying to get in there and get a heal off, down to 10% HP, desperately trying to pick him back up. Khuna is under some pressure as well, but not enough to really stop the offense, and Flubbah now into that deep freeze. Still, somehow, Shawir is just still alive. I can't believe he's living through this.
This is nuts, man. Flubbah's doing a great job, but with Shawir at 19%, and it looks like Flubbah might actually get rung right here. He's standing inside it, but he does get impacted. Xandyn has to block again. Shawir did Blade Storm at really low health, and now he's stuck in another ring. We'll see if we can get a big burst off of him, but it does get prevented, and now Xandyn is silencing shot. He was trying to cast a polymorph. Flubbah really low on mana. He's at like 10%. A disarm onto Shawir.
But look at Xandyn. Xandyn has no mana whatsoever, and he's at 35% HP. I'm not even sure if he has a block available. I don't think he does. And if he can't get away and get an evocate, this could be game over. They're just going to be training away on him. They can't let him get away, get any mana back, because as long as they stop the damage coming out of him, they can be able to heal through this, even with low HP, low mana. But Xandyn is running back here. He's trying to get the evocate. I can't believe they're not chasing him, because there's the evo. He's going to get that mana back that he needs.
Yeah, and here we go. Here's Flubbah trying to go for a drink. He is sitting down drinking right now. There is no Manatide for him, unfortunately for him. But, you know, he's still going to be drinking back to a ton, man. He's already at 50%, and it's only going to go up. Looks like Khuna finally going to stop it for now. Flubbah does reapply an Earth Shield. There's a beatdown, but it looks like Khuna dodged it.
Readiness up as well, so you know, you won't be taking much damage. Just the inner focus from Zunniyaki, who's for a mana is now becoming a problem for him because he didn't get that drink off, and Flubbah did. Flubbah does get decreased on his hex, so that's not going to land. Nice job stopping that by Xandyn, but Xandyn's under so much pressure. He's at 50% HP. Blade Storm is coming out onto him. It gets disarmed by Khuna, but still, you know, the pressure is coming pretty hard here from this Cleave team.
Yeah, it looks like they might actually switch on to Flubbah even. He just hit a cheap shot into a Garrote, and now he's taking a lot of damage, down to 39%. He had to Trinket, and then he had the Earth Shield, and then Nature's Swiftness himself, and his Spirit Link Totem isn't going to be back up for a good while. It's only 3-4 stun cooling down. There's a Decurse coming from Xandyn. He's at 58%. Zunniyaki trying to pick him up with a Penance. Looks like Xandyn might have actually landed that spell or counterspell onto Flubbah. Flubbah having to sit in a Ring of Frost, or a Frost Nova right now, and he does get deeped right out of that.
A full throwdown onto Xandyn. He could be in some trouble. Unfortunately, the Warrior was stuck in a Nova just out of range, and Mana Burn's now coming out of Zunniyaki. He's going to land them onto Flubbah, and he's landing a second one as well as he wasn't in that impact. So even though he had the mana advantage, that's now gone because he just got those 2 straight burns.
Yeah, and there's a scatter onto Zunniyaki. Looks like he's probably going to get trapped. Oh, Water Elemental Hero eats the trap. Xandyn microing that. I know that wasn't an accident or luck. That was 100% micro right there. Really nice job by Xandyn. But Flubbah having to, he's Ghost Wolf spec, so he's trying to Ghost Wolf away and stuff.
His Tide just got killed too, so the 2 burns landed. Another burn now lands. He's completely tapped. I think he's going to go down. His Tide got killed. He has nothing left. Unless they can just get some insane pressure out on Xandyn and stop this damage coming out, but he's at 50% HP. He's completely tapped, and those burns really just turn things around here for the RMP. Flubbah is still alive, just barely. He's going to throw down that Link because he has no mana to heal himself up. Zunnyaki's completely tapped as well, though, so possibly if this Cleave team can get something going, they may be able to still win, but Braindeadly stuck into that full blind. Flubbah's into a full kidney, and if damage is going to be able to come out, and looks like the Frostbolt did, but he gets feared on it. Nice fear from Shawir, breaking that up, but still Flubbah at 40% HP.
Yeah, he's completely tapped, though, man, and Braindeadly just had to sit a full blind. This RMP knows that they're so far in the lead right now. Zunniyaki casting those flash heals, but Flubbah probably going to go down. He's at 16%, trying to kite, a Death coming out, and a Shadow Fiend was already out. And Zunniyaki's even spamming his Dispel Key. Flubbah maybe going to get away here. I'm sorry, Khuna does Shadow Step right back up to him. And Flubbah has to eat an Impact. A charge onto Khuna. A kidney shot onto Flubbah. He's at 50%. Probably going to go down here. Do we see a nice Ice Lance of Death? But he's at 5%.
How is he alive? He's barely alive. There's a Stone Clock goes down. He's up to 20% HP. Once again, he has his Trinket available. And look at, Zunniyaki and Xandyn are both completely tapped, so it's all up to Flubbah. He does pop that NS, but he only could do a healing wave because he's completely Penance comes in. Will it finish him off? No, not just yet. There's a cheap shot, though, and he will go down. But still, there's possibility for a cross kill. We'll have to see, but it'd have to come very quickly here before they can get NECC out.
Yeah, the Mage and the Priest are both entirely They're actually going to play this out. Most teams just decide to leave, but Braindeadly does Trinket, a Deep Freeze, Silencing Shot onto Xandyn. The Rogue is going to sit on this Warrior. It looks like, the Warrior does charge the Rogue, though. I don't see the Hunter getting a kill on his own, and I don't see the Rogue dying to this Warrior, especially with him playing Hemo Spec and that Imp Recoup. It's highly unlikely.
But a big Shadow Reflect onto Xandyn actually takes away 30% of his HP. Still, you're right, it probably won't be enough. Shawir looks like he's going to be going down here. There's a Life Grip behind the pillar. Xandyn's kind of stuck out in the middle, but I'm not sure it's going to matter.
Yeah, I think they know that if they can just pick Khuna up, then alright, there's the leave. But that was risky. If you still like WoW Esports, be sure to check out the NAO tournament. It will be starting in about 3 hours from now. Azael will be casting today, so be sure to tune in. We had some issues yesterday, but hopefully all will be fixed for today. But let's talk about this game. We see Healing Waves going out right now, stacking that stuff super high. There's a cheap shot onto Flubbah and a big Fear Bomb, a kidney shot onto Flubbah as well, but Xandyn needs to start getting some damage out. Looks like he's going for the Orb, which means he's going to have a lot of procs. A blind onto Braindeadly on his Rapid Fire, and he's actually going to decide to sit it. I think he knows if he trinkets it, he's actually just going to die.
This Cleave team did an awesome job, though. They had a Silencing Shot and a charge onto Xandyn. They had a full throwdown on Khuna. They broke up that opener awesome. So, they have forced a trinket now on Braindeadly, but not before the Smoke Bomb was used. So the Cleave team is doing a great job. Flubbah still has every single cooldown available. He has NS, he has that Link, he has the Trinket. All the cooldowns now coming out of Braindeadly. He's going to try to do huge damage to this Mage.
Yeah, and there's another fear. Flubbah does decide to Tremor. There's a full trap onto Zunniyaki. He's probably going to take a lot of damage here, man. But he's kiting this Warrior so well. He even gets a poly off onto the Warrior. Looks like they're trying to hit Khuna, actually. And Khuna, doing a great job, keeping his recoup up, keeping his slice and dice high. And now, here we go. Here's the dance onto Braindeadly. Down to 52%. Gets double cheap shotted. And are we going to see a gigantic shatter? He does deter right before the shatter connects, I believe. So he didn't go down too far, but there's a scatter shot onto Zunniyaki and a charge on both the DPS.
There was a deep freeze onto Flubbah, followed up by that impact. Another Nova coming out. There's a fear following that as well. Looks like he doesn't have Tremor available, and he's going to sit it, but I don't know about that because Braindeadly's down to 30% HP. Xandyn's taking some pressure as well, but Braindeadly could just die here, and that would be a shame. He's not even going to get the cooldowns off. Yeah, Braindeadly's just going to go down before the Link, and I can't believe he didn't trinket that fear.
Yeah, that's rough, but like we saw in these games, Flubbah's holding on to his trinket, and he definitely has to. I mean, obviously, if you die, or if you let your teammate die without trinketing, that is a mess up, but...
So will this RMP finish it off here and take the grand finals, or will the comeback train begin again? We'll have to see. Conrad, he's obviously the expert in that area. So Conrad, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I am the expert on trains, especially of the comeback variety. I think it's entirely possible, but it's slightly unlikely right now. They are opening hard.
But look at that start from this cleave. There's a throwdown, a silencing shot, and now a hex and a trap. So they actually have triple CC out right now, and Khuna's taking so much damage.
Yeah, here we go. Khuna, he has popped his evasion. He is at 58% right now. He's backstab spec again, actually. He's no longer Hemo, which means he could be a perfectly viable target. Even Mind Spike's coming out from Zunniyaki right now onto Shawir. Shawir at 59% in an impact, in a Frost Nova. Blade Storming, I think he was trying to predict a bomb right there. Xandyn might actually have to block as he's taking a lot of damage. A warrior can't be peeled when they're Blade Storming unless they get disarmed, which Khuna did end up doing. He's trying to run at a Shawir right now. A big fear onto Flubbah. He does end up tremoring it, but Braindeadly is going to get hit hard right here, man.
Yeah, he definitely is. The polymorph is trying to come out, but it gets shocked. So nice job by Flubbah. He's trying to throw out those G-heals, trying to fake as well. Throwing out the Unleash Riptide. A lot of damage coming in on Khuna, though. You can see he is slowed, but he's going to be able to shiv that warrior kite behind as the polymorph does land on Shawir. So, but they're just going to swap right back on a Xandyn, and he has to catch a shield. Gets that frost barrier up once again.
But there's the dance from Khuna onto Braindeadly. Braindeadly deciding to feign death as he scatters Khuna. And Khuna probably going to get one more ability off to get that Find Weakness off before his dance fades. Braindeadly did end up deterrencing right there. He does have one more deterrence, but Flubbah goes from a deep into a polymorph. So this RMP doing so much control, man. They're doing a really great job. And Flubbah doesn't have his Tremor Totem, so if we see another fear that could spell trouble, maybe even get a trinket, another polymorph onto Flubbah. And Shawir knows he's in a little bit of trouble, so he's actually going a little bit defensive. We saw him do a spell reflect, stuff like that. Xandyn throws a
smoke bomb going down, though. He is going to have to trinket that kidney. He's going to have to get her there. He does immediately. So, trading that smoke bomb for the trinket, not bad. But Shawir is going to be blinded full. Who are they going to swap to? It's going to be Braindeadly. We see Khuna gets that banished cheap shot off on him. Is Xandyn going to be able to connect, though? And so far, it looks like no. Flubbah's doing a good job getting those heals off. There's a full throwdown onto Khuna. He's going to have to trinket that. Zunniyaki has to trinket the trap at the same time, and now Hex landing on Xandyn. He has to trinket that. So all three trinkets used within like 3 seconds from this RMP. Great job by the cleave.
Yeah, but Braindeadly did just use his crit immunity right there, and Khuna hasn't danced yet, so if they switch back, or actually they could hit anyone right now, and there won't be any crit immunity. That's not good for them. Here comes a bomb onto Shawir. Dance is used, going down to 55, and he gets the shield wall. Really nice shield wall right there. I feel like if he didn't use that, they might have actually ended up losing this entire tournament. Because
Braindeadly actually got a scatter in between that cheap shot and the kidney, allowing him to get that shield wall up, so nice job by him peeling for his teammate. We see that Braindeadly is taking some damage now, though. He's going to have to readiness. He wants to have that deterrence ready in case he needs it. There's a full kidney onto Shawir. We see the full hex on his Xandyn. Khuna is able to eat that trap for his priest. Xandyn can't get out, but it doesn't matter because Flubbah's low on mana. He's having trouble picking up his warrior.
Yeah, Zunniyaki, though, not doing the best on mana either. He's doing his best, but he's at 15%. Flubbah, they're probably tied right now. A polymorph onto Shawir. It is unable to get the spell. Looks like Flubbah's actually going for a gigantic drink right now. Look at him at it. And man, like 55%. That was definitely worth it. But Zunniyaki going for the drink too. And there's no pressure coming out onto his team. But Braindeadly is another story. He's at 60%. A Blade Storm coming from Shawir, trying to negate some of the pressure, get out of roots, stuff like that. Xandyn running back with his Ice Barrier, throws a Cone of Cold onto Shawir.
It's the Shadow Dance, so Khuna's going to pop that Shadow Dance, go over to Shawir. You see that cheap shot followed up by the kidney. Big damage coming in from him, but Xandyn unable to connect because that silencing shot came out from Braindeadly. So nice job of breaking up that burst, denying the huge Shadow Dance. So we can see that Braindeadly constantly dismissing those cats, getting out new ones, having the Roar Sacrifice and the Freedom ready, and he's going to need it because Shawir down to 3% HP, and he's just going to go down once again. Flubbah not using that trinket before death, and that's going to be it, guys. They have done it. They have taken it. It's going to be the champions for you. Zunniyaki, Xandyn, and Khuna on that RMP. Going to be taking the first place prize here at the Yaspresents tournament, winning, I think, $4,200.